So what is revenue leak? Revenue leak is not good. This is your business losing money, whether it's affiliate marketing, SaaS, manufacturing, it's almost all the same thing. If you're not understanding what is revenue leak and how it can happen and how it's affecting your business, you're losing money without even realizing it's happening. So I'm going to explain all the different ways that in affiliate marketing, revenue leak can happen to your business. And it's part of the reason why we decided to build StatsDrone and build something that we can help affiliates identify revenue leak, solve for it, and help it so you can actually put more money back in your bank. So starting with our app, one of the core reasons of why we built StatsDrone was that when programs went out of business, no one sent you an email and said, hey, can you remove the tracking links because you're sending traffic to dead businesses? No one ever did that. So we wanted to build that as a core function in our app. Another common one, when platforms or programs change from one software to another, what happens is that the old links become invalidated. So if you're sending traffic to these invalid links, then sometimes you're not really notified of it. Like you might get the emails, but quite often those emails end up in spam. And when you don't know about it, you could be sending traffic to a dead link for months or even years. And that's not good. Looking at a couple other things that we've built within StatsDrone, the next product is changelog, which is analyzing when data changes in the backends. So as you're recording your data, you don't expect anything to change. But what we're noticing is that a lot of changes have been happening where players have been removed for probably any reason. It could be fraud, but it could also be shaving. And we're also seeing other situations where your players are being moved from one campaign to another. And why would that happen? Maybe one reason that could be happening, if this could be shaving, is that if a program's moving a player from one campaign to the other, the second campaign might have the default rev share commission where the original campaign actually had the special deal you worked out. So you could be losing, you can be going from 45% to 25% rev share without realizing it. And a tool like StatsDrone will help give you the power to be able to analyze this. You can use StatsDrone to basically look at the comparison and see what's been changing over time. And last but not least, and this is just one of many examples, I'm looking at the last 7 days or last 5 days of the month and asking, are there any winning players that are consistently wiping out commissions? Now, I don't know if this is happening for a fact, but I do remember being an affiliate and having this happen way too often, more than I appreciated. So we're analyzing the data and looking at what's happening from the first 25 days of the month to the 26th to the last day of the month. And what we're noticing early on in our research is that we're finding that some programs have consistently more winning players, especially towards the end. And basically, it's unless you're analyzing this data, you won't know about it. But at least by having a tool like StatsDrone, you'll be able to at least collect the data and you're giving yourself the chance to analyze it, whether you want to use us for help or whether you want to export the data as a CSV or an API and do these things yourself. So if you need help with revenue leak, let us know because we're the experts.